Hey, Maine First Media. This is Aaron Chadbourne, and I am running for governor of Maine as a candidate that needs to be written in. Write-in candidate. AARON. But that's not what I'm here to speak to you about tonight. What I want to talk about is the city of Portland. We got some good news out of the city council meeting. The Portland City Council voted to delay action on Mayor Ethan Strimling's radical proposal to give non-citizens the right to vote in Portland. Many of us were surprised that this policy was being fast-tracked in the middle of the summer when Maine families are on vacation, when people are taking the last stretch of summer before students and kids go back to school off to enjoy their family time. Mayor Ethan Strimling was trying to gain points with the radical left. Well, the Portland City Council said, slow down. The proposal isn't baked. It's very clear that they still don't like Mayor Strimling. I think he's going to be a one-term mayor. And they don't like the way that he does business, that he announces his policies in press releases, trying to get attention and adulation from George Soros and the radicals on the left. But the thing that happened at the hearing that I think we need to pay attention to is the ACLU objected to this policy to allow non-citizens to vote because they were concerned about protecting non-citizens' anonymity. They were very disturbed that there would have to be a separate list of non-citizens in order to permit them to vote in municipal elections, but not state or federal elections. Think about it. When you walk into a polling place in November, they hand you one ballot for town or city issues, maybe passing the school budget. They hand you the state ballot for candidates, and then they hand you a federal ballot if it's a federal election. Non-citizens would only have the right to vote in municipal elections, so there would have to be a separate voter registry for non-citizen voters. ACLU didn't like that. They want to find a way to protect the anonymity of non-citizens who are voting in our elections. Maine state law prohibits municipalities from extending to vote beyond citizens. However, the Maine law can be changed very easily. Don't forget, it was under Governor LePage's administration that asylum seekers gained access to welfare benefits because the legislature, where Republicans held a majority in the Senate and Democrats had a majority in the House, passed a law authorizing it. And Governor LePage didn't veto it, so it went into law. And now there are illegal immigrants receiving taxpayer-funded welfare. That happened because it was that easy to change a law. You know what's not easy to change? The Constitution. And unfortunately, the Constitution is silent on the issue of who gets to vote in municipal elections. I think it's time to introduce a constitutional amendment, and I've written a letter to Governor LePage, and I think we should all support him introducing an emergency session of the legislature an amendment to Maine's constitution to make clear that the right to vote is a right of citizens. We have the opportunity to strengthen our constitution. We have the opportunity to protect voting and to make clear that voting is a privilege that belongs to citizens. The people who are pushing this radical policy are not going to stop just because they delayed, just because a committee is studying it. They'll be back, and that's why we need to be ready. That's why we must amend the Constitution of Maine to make clear that only citizens may vote. Stay tuned to this issue because I'm sure there's more to come. Thank you.